Hello guys and welcome to Spotlight. Today with us we have Lyn Tnz. Welcome brothers, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great, awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Great having you too. How was the flight?
It was long, but it was good. We slept the most part of the flight, so.
You guys ready for tonight?
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm
awesome.
ready.
You're gonna kill the show, right?
Yes.
So where you guys coming from before coming out here?
We flew in from Los Angeles. We did some shows in Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, Los Angeles, California, and we flew from Los Angeles to Beijing. So super jet lagged, but
Yeah, I can imagine that.
it's gonna be crazy.
Awesome. So let's go to it. So from releasing underground tracks to having your song being played worldwide on the radio to touring the world, how was a big transformation for you guys?
Yeah, I mean it's hard to realize that what you produce in your studio back in our hometown, that it gets played on somebody's like mobile phone or somebody's computer like on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
That's still something that amazes me, and I think it's like super cool due to the internet and like 2018 we're able to check out music everywhere in the world.
That's awesome.
It's like so cool when you play a track for especially like here in China and you lower the volume and people start singing your tracks, and that's like it still gives me goosebumps. Like that's like the perfect feeling for a DJ producer to have that moment. And yeah, that gives so much energy. So yeah, it's like big motivation to make new music, and that's what we're gonna do when we come back when we go back to Amsterdam. Just work on new stuff. So
Great. So you guys, you had a success right after 207 and thereabout, but then you guys suddenly decided to take a break from the scene. What made you take that decision?
Yeah, back in 2007-8, we were already doing Lyn Tnz for 3 years, 4 years maybe. But then the music really changed. The music we were producing and the music, the hype of the music was different. So we were, and we didn't feel it. We didn't really feel the new sound. So we were like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go with the flow, or we're gonna do something else. And we decided to do something else because we didn't feel the new sound. And then back in 2013, the sound changed again, and we thought like, hey, let's jump back on it. And it's gonna be now or never, because we didn't have a wife, we didn't have kids, we didn't have like, so it was now or never.
Yeah.
still kind of young, Like,
True that. So during the time you guys were away from the scene, what were you guys up to?
I was studying. I lived in New York City for a while.
Awesome.
I was traveling and just focus on my studies. So basically.
How about you?
sleeping on the streets, hustling. No, I'm just kidding. No, I still produce like music, like for like low key production, like house music, whatever I was into. I had a few companies. I worked in like still music business, like the club. I worked at a club as a general manager. Started my own company, so did a lot of different stuff in between. And like he said, the music is constantly in motion, it's constantly evolving, and it started moving towards a point that we were getting excited about the new sound in 2014, 15, I don't know. So yeah, we decided to just go with it and give it a go.
So how do you decide what kind of instrumental to produce, since you pretty much have sounds from different genres to incorporate into your production?
Yeah, I think it depends. We both have a big variety of taste in music. We listen to, like back in the days, we did listen to like Backstreet Boys and Spice Girls and all that stuff, and like dance music and classical music. We sometimes go to like symphony orchestras, like movie scoring. We're really into like a lot of genres, and that's why we always like to put certain elements of different genres into our tracks, and that's really cool. And I know people would like to label your music like, okay, what is it? Hardstyle? Is it dance? No, it's not hardstyle. It's like it's hard. We call it hard dance. because it's not really a genre.
Yeah.
That's why we came up with the fuck genres thing, because we don't really believe in like one genre. We like so many different styles of music, and we like to put in everything in our tracks. So we can make like a danceable track that is like more for radio one time, and then the next track could be like a solid hard dance banger, you know, like for the festivals. And it's whatever we're into. Yeah, depends on our mood, depends on the time, depends on the weather. So yeah, man.
True that. Your sets are always on point. So how do you guys maintain the energy and connect with the crowd?
Yeah, it's always good. You can, when we make something new in the studio, we test it in our sets. If the people like it, we can see the reaction right away. And also, if they like it, we know we're on the right track. If the people don't like it, we know like we have to change something in the studio. So yeah, just trying to evolve in sounds, new vocals, new top lines, new synths, whatever. Like, trying to stay up to date, you know.
Yeah, that's good. So how is it important for you guys connecting with the crowd and playing your set?
I mean, it's a very important thing. It's like being a DJ and playing for a crowd, even if it's like a small crowd or a big crowd. Like the way of interaction is the same. It's like our way of communicating with people. Especially here in Asia, it's like sometimes hard to communicate with people through language, like spoken language.
Yes.
So to be able to communicate with music and feel the same energy in the club, or you know, if they recognize your songs, or if they're like, oh cool, I recognize this. You hear them sing, and then the drop is like really heavy energy, heavy bass, and that's what we like to. That's the way we like to communicate with people, and we see a lot of like good energy. We've done a lot of shows like worldwide where people would really go like nuts, and afterwards they tell us like, though we weren't really into hardstyle or like the harder stuff, but what you guys do is like that really gets us hyped, you know, and that's what we really like. So
that is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So let's talk about your new single, After Midnight. What's the story behind it?
You liked it, huh?
I love it. It's one of my new songs, and it's on my list 2018.
It was not in the planning at all. We made like a plan of like music we were working on, and we were last November. We were in LA in the studio. We had some beats, like basic beats, and we were sitting there with some guys, writers, and we were just browsing. And one of the guys like, hey, play this again, loop this, and yeah. So we had this beat, basic beat. The guy started writing, and in 2 hours we had like the whole thing together almost. So we took it to Holland, finished it in Holland 2 weeks later, and it was a really quick project. Like we were really happy with it. It turned out really good. So we decided to release it, and it was our new single. So.
Awesome. I love the vocals. Like it's totally something different.
Yeah.
That you hear from the scene. It's awesome.
It is different.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I love the drop. I love the vocals on the song. Let me just say, I love everything about the song.
Yeah, everything's in. There's like a rap part. There's like
exactly.
The thing is, we try to play it live. Live, it doesn't have the right energy.
The right vibe, yeah.
But it's still like danceable, but it's more like a radio Spotify song.
I feel like during one of like the moments where after playing a, let's say, hard beat, then you just drop that like just to
chill for
everybody down.
Exactly.
I feel like it's one of those songs.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Sure.
So looking back at when you guys started, did you ever imagine you'd be this big, touring the world, playing for like thousands of people?
Nah, I don't think that's something that like. I think every artist like starts super small bedroom, it's the classic story of producing in your bedroom, getting some support by like bigger DJs, and start growing your name, and start doing like your first shows, and you're like super excited, and then you grow and grow, you do your first festivals, and you get motivation, you get energy, motivation, you want to get out of the bedroom studio, you want to have like, you're dreaming about a nice fancy working spot to create your music with good acoustics, and we work hard, we work like 7 days a week pretty much, but now we have like the perfect setting for it's like a business now. We have an office space, we have like a very well acoustically treated room, and we're able to travel around the world. So
That's awesome.
I mean, it's nothing that it's not a thing that you expect when you start, but it's like, yeah, the best thing that can happen. Gets us back.
Y'all killed it. It was great. It was crazy. It was fun. Just the first 5 minutes of the set was insane. Like, everyone was going crazy. It's crazy, yeah? Yeah.
Where were you standing?
We were right behind you guys. We're
behind
taking
you.
videos and photos, yeah.
It was dark.
And we went up. Yeah. So, how was the show?
It was awesome. Like still buzzing, still sweating. It's crazy.
What were you guys expecting before you played?
We didn't know what to expect. It was from the first record on. There was so much energy. The production was on point. The crowd was crazy hyped. So, yeah.
So do you think you guys are going to be back soon?
Hopefully, let's talk to the big boss.
Yeah. And you felt the connection with the crowd?
Yeah, there was a definite connection with the crowd. There was like energy, like a lot of people in front, like going crazy, hands in the air, CO2. It was like, yeah, it was like crazy experience.
Awesome.
Really enjoyed that one. Hope to be back really soon.
Great,
Yeah.
great. So what advice do you have for upcoming DJs that want to be in the industry?
In the industry,
Yes.
yeah, just try to get your name out there, make cool music, spread it out, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and SoundCloud, and keep doing your thing, you know, like watch some tutorials and do whatever you feel like doing. Try to be original, don't copy too much.
Yeah, that is important.
Yeah.
Of course you can copy, but try to give
Make it your own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be inspired. Be
Yeah.
inspired. That's more or less the thing.
All right, so we have a challenge. Let's see how fast you can answer these questions.
Oh shit.
So the first question: if you could redo a soundtrack, what would you bring to it?
We could redo a soundtrack like a for a movie.
For a movie or just any song?
We could like one of our own or somebody else's.
Someone else's.
Someone else.
That you love.
And what we sorry,
Yeah.
we're not
Well,
answering
well-
like really fast and this
Well,
doesn't make any sense.
all right, so let's take it again. If you could redo music,
Uh-huh.
any song,
Uh-huh.
what would you bring to it?
Bass.
Bass.
More bass. Always more bass.
How about you?
Oh yeah, bass is the key, you know, that's like when the music drops, when the people get hyped, and bass is important.
All right. If you could sit down with any world leader for dinner, who would it be?
Donald Trump. Just ask him what the fuck he's doing.
Kim Jong to talk like, hey, what the fuck, yo? Or the Chinese president to open up the internet for fucking China.
Yeah, man.
So what's the most used app on your phone?
Instagram.
Instagram and your message, like your WhatsApp or iMessage or
Alright.
WeChat.
One movie that makes you cry.
Makes me cry.
Wow.
Titanic.
There was this one movie, it's called Phenomena, with I don't know what's the guy's name. Face Off, the guy.
First thing you did this morning.
Brush my teeth.
I didn't do anything because I was like too jet lagged. I was staring at the ceiling for like 5 hours. I was happy that it was like 6 a.m. that I could finally do something and go to breakfast. Like I was like, what time is breakfast open? It's like 6 a.m. And I'm like, yes, it's like 6:01. Let's go.
What's the first thing you do when you get an idea of a song?
Record it in the
Yeah, definitely record it. And it always comes to me when I'm showering, when I'm in the shower. So I bring my phone to the shower, and then when I shower, this idea pops up, and I'm like, shit, like all wet.
Yeah.
Grabbing my phone, and record it. So yeah, that's
Alright. What's your production process like?
starting with chords or top line.
yeah. Or
Take
What's the easiest song you produced?
Till It Hurts remix for Yellow Claw.
Favorite food?
Thai food. Spicy as possible.
Last thing you cooked?
Noodles, instant noodles.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's like years ago. I stopped doing that. So it gives you bad energy.
So if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Wow, good questions though.
to heal people, to heal sick people.
Flying, man, like flying.
I would
Just
heal
take off
sick
like
people,
Superman.
people who are sick.
Great, great.
Make them cured.
3 things you can't travel without.
Can't.
3 things you can't travel without.
Passport, phone, shoes.
My phone, my laptop, my sneakers.
All right, last 2. Best time of the day to make music.
Afternoon till night, midnight.
Depends. I think this time of day, let's say most productive around noon.
All right, yeah. So are you guys single or taken?
Taking
All right.
chain.
What happens in China stays in China too.
I got heard it from Looney Tunes. See you guys next time. Peace.